So well done for understanding the research processes. You've had to absorb a lot of information, but hopefully now you're going to be able to apply this to your own situation. Because what you're going to do, you're going to produce something called a research processes chart that will give you the opportunity for detailed thinking about exactly how you are going to go about your own research. And you're going to be planning your own processes. And this is the word to remember: appropriate. You're going to plan your research processes that are appropriate for your actual topic. There are loads of examples on this particular step, but this is the process, okay? In this column, what you do is no, you don't do that. In this column, you start planning out the actual research processes. Then you say why this is valid, why it is an appropriate process for your topic. Then the next column is about reliability. Why not reliable? How biased, honest, trustworthy do you think this source of information is going to be? This is all planning, remember. We're talking as if we're going to do something as opposed to having done something. We're also going to have a think about how manageable something is, because sometimes people say, oh yeah, I'm going to get this interview here, this interview there, that interview there. But in fact, that's going to be really, really hard to do. Maybe somebody hasn't got a car yet or whatever. So you've got to think about manageability. And the last thing, but not the least thing you've got to think about is whether research process is ethical or not. And you might well want to have a look at step 8 before you fill this in, because there's a lot of stuff around ethical practice in research that you probably need to have a bit of a think about. At its very basic level, it's about acknowledging sources, in a bibliography and referencing. But there is more to it than that. So do have a little look at that. Use the exemplars as much as you can and do it in as much detail as possible, because this is the groundwork for some of the stuff that you'll need to do for step 9, which is the proposal, which is when you formally say, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it.